Happy holidays and welcome to the definitive gift guide for movie lovers this holiday season, brought to you by a cinephile himself. I have the best gifts you can get for the person in your life who loves any form of entertainment or movies. Plus, I have a little bonus gift for those who are big Game of Thrones fans. I know it's not a movie, but I had to throw it in here. It's too cool not to. I just want to let you know that I have links to everything that I'm mentioning and that I think that you should get for your movie lover this holiday season. Make sure to check those links out down below so it's easy for you to buy. The first thing that I have on my list is, of course, DVDs. Yes, it's easy, but any movie lover would enjoy it. I love getting DVDs. It's really great to get. But the thing that I really like to get is actually box sets. I have this Marvel Phase 1 box set that's one of the favorite things I've ever got. And you see inside of this, we have all the Phase 1 movies. I have Phase 1 and Phase 2, and there's just a lot of collectibles in here too, and I really enjoy that. The other two trilogies that I highly recommend for any movie fan is Planet of the Apes. It has all three movies in it, Blu-ray, and then the Dark Knight trilogy with, of course, the Dark Knight, which is perhaps one of the greatest superhero films of all time. And one of the coolest things with these movies is, of course, you get the tangible DVD, but you also get the digital download, so you don't have to have the movie with you to watch it. You can watch it on your iPad, your phone, anytime you want. And the next thing that I think is really cool for movie lovers is books. I know, kind of crazy, but think of a Star Wars fan in your life, especially. If there's somebody who loves Star Wars, get them these books. I implore you to get these books. The book that I think is the coolest is Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. It's a young adult novel, but it goes through these two characters' lives and interweaves with the main Star Wars storyline. And it's not just one of the best Star Wars books I've ever read, but one of the best books ever. And another one that's really great is the Thrawn books. This book, the sequel, Thrawn Alliances, just came out this past year. And this book, Thrawn, came out a year before that. And this is one of my favorite books that I've read in Star Wars. It goes into this character that not a lot of people know about, and he's just so tactical, and the Star Wars fan in your life will highly enjoy this book. And the other thing that I actually just started reading was Game of Thrones. And I know it's not movies, but the final season's coming out, and I think any Game of Thrones fan would enjoy this. The bonus gift that I kind of talked about was, it's a little alcohol related, so I'll give the disclaimer that you have to be 21 or older to enjoy this gift, but anybody who is and is a whiskey lover will love this. There's this new Game of Thrones whiskey that just came out from Johnny Walker called the White Walker, and I actually haven't even tried it yet. I'm saving it until the last episodes. But it's a blended Scotch whiskey, and it comes in this really cool bottle. I just got it at the liquor store, but you can also buy it online. And one of the coolest things about this bottle is it actually comes up on the side whenever you freeze it, because of course the White Walkers, it says winter is here. Coolest thing, coolest whiskey drink, and I've heard it's really good. It's not just a gimmick. And then the other thing is, while you're drinking with Game of Thrones, you might also want to throw in some beer. And this cup is seen in every season, and I said I have to get this. And my girlfriend actually got this for me as a gift, and I love drinking out of it. It makes me feel like I'm in the show. This Stein, it's actually a Viking horn, or a bull's horn, I should say, and I love drinking out of it. It's so cool. It's authentic too. And I got it right off of Amazon. And let's say the movie lover that you're trying to shop for in your life isn't a Game of Thrones fan and doesn't like to read at all. Well, one thing that I think is really fun is this Lego Harry Potter game. This version actually just came out. It's the collected edition, years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. And this is really fun. My girlfriend and I play it all the time. And so if you're a girlfriend buying for your boyfriend or vice versa, you'll enjoy playing this together. I link to this in the description, and another thing that I'll link to is an Xbox One, which I think this game is a lot of fun to play on. I just got an Xbox One last year, mostly for Battlefront 2, which is another game that's a lot of fun and is fairly cheap now that it's been out for about a year. One cool gift for collectors is the Funko Pop figurines. I have probably about 50 of these. Yeah, I know it's too many, but I love collecting them. They're very cute figures of all the movie characters that you see. This one here is a Porg, and I have Star-Lord as well, but there are thousands of these figures, from Harry Potter to Game of Thrones to Star Wars to Marvel to DC. Anything you name, they have a Funko Pop of it, and they're just so nice to have up on your shelves right next to your DVDs. Any person that's a movie fan, of course, has to like one thing, and that's popcorn. And I found these seasonings, they've been out for a long time, but they've expanded their line, and that is the Kernel seasons. And they have so many of these flavors. They actually have a big pack online for pretty cheap, where you can buy all these different flavors. But this one here is a white cheddar. There's a ranch, and one of my personal favorites is the chili lime, and I put this on my popcorn, and I have some lime that I squeeze freshly onto that. Oh my gosh, you have to try it. I highly recommend this. The other cool thing to do is they have movie theater butter. I was always looking for, how do I get my popcorn to taste like it's from the movies? Because of course the movie theater has the best popcorn, and you know, the microwave popcorn, it just doesn't do it for me. It's really not that good. So whenever I found this movie theater butter, and that I put it in the pot while I'm cooking it, it tastes just like it's from the theater. I promise you, you have to try it out. I also love this self popcorn popper. You just throw the kernels in, throw a little bit of this butter and oil in, and it pops the kernels right in the microwave. So if you don't want to worry about the pot and everything, it's really cool to pop it yourself, and it tastes a lot better than the Orville Redenbachers. And don't get me wrong, I love Orville, but this is a lot better. We're in the age of superheroes, so of course one of the biggest things that people are into are the comics and the comic book movies. I recommend getting the movie lover in your life some graphic novels. Some of the ones that I recommend are the Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity War, of course, is one of the greatest movies of 2018, and this is kind of the origin of it, where the story came from. Check that out. Another one that I would say to check out is Darth Vader. This is actually the older Darth Vader, but there's a newer one that came out from the Star Wars line, and it's one of the greatest comics I've ever read. And continuing along with some of my favorite comics and graphic novels is the Frank Miller The Dark Knight Returns. And this is obviously a DC comic, but it details all the gory bloodiness of Batman, and it's great. Kind of along the same vein are these two books that I found from my local comic book store, which are Super Graphics. It's from Tim Long, and there's a Star Wars one and a superhero one. It's all the statistics and graphics of these universes. So one that I'll open up to is talking about the Force is strong with this one, just showing how many times the Force is mentioned in all of the Star Wars movies. Stuff like that, you know, it's kind of silly, but I love hearing about it. And I mean, there are hundreds of graphics, and anybody who is a Star Wars fan will really enjoy this book. I know I did myself. Another thing that's really big right now is subscriptions, and so subscription boxes, more importantly. And Marvel Collector Corps has this collector box from Funko, actually, which is another gift I mentioned earlier. And in this box, every month you get a Funko Pop. Usually you get a shirt, and then you get some other memorabilia, some collectibles. They're usually around $25 a month, and they come every other month. Now there are Marvel ones, Star Wars ones, DC ones. They have all these different boxes that you can choose from for your movie fan. So there has to be something out there that he enjoys. This one is one of my favorite, the Marvel Collector Core. I have got a bunch of these, and I love the gifts that are in them every single time. And continuing along with subscriptions, the one thing that I would recommend is a Netflix subscription. And if you don't have one, get it. You know, you got the best movies on Netflix, and along that vein you have Amazon Prime and Prime Video. And Prime Video has some of the coolest movies and TV shows out there. So if you're a cinephile, if you enjoy watching a lot of this content, you have to get Amazon Prime. And like I said, I link to that in the description below, so you can just go order your subscription yourself for your movie lover. You might want to think about getting a magazine subscription. One of my favorite magazines I've been subscribed to since 2010 maybe is Entertainment Weekly, and they have all the entertainment news every single week, every other week sometimes, but they have the latest dropping news of this right here, Game of Thrones, the first look at the final season, and of course the final Mary Poppins movie that's coming out soon. And I really enjoy reading them, and the movie lover in your life will enjoy that news and entertainment. The last gift that I have, you may have noticed that I'm wearing this really cool Avengers hat, is Marvel's 10th anniversary. So Marvel Studios has been around for 10 years, since Iron Man in 2008, and so they've been really promoting that they've been around for 10 years and pushing all these new products out, and they've just been coming out with them every single month, every single week really. And one of these products, this came out a while ago, but this Avengers Infinity War hat, I don't believe this is available anymore, but one thing you can get, they do have other hats. I know they have an Iron Man hat and an Ant-Man hat. This hat has the Avengers logo on the front, Marvel Studios 10 years on the side, and the Infinity Gauntlet with all the gems in it on the back, along with some gold of the characters on the inside. I love this hat. It's really cool. I actually keep it in the box until I want to wear it, but I thought this should be a fun time to show you guys. And this other poster I got was also from Marvel Anniversary, from the Marvel Studios, is this gold poster with all the characters on it. I thought this was so cool, and I had to get it when it came out. So they just have these limited edition products that release all the time, and you may want to keep checking out to see when one comes available. So those are all of the products that I recommend getting as gifts for your boyfriend, girlfriend, mom, dad, sister, brother, cousin, aunt, whoever it is that's a movie lover in your life. Get one or a bunch of or all of these gifts for that person. I guarantee they'll enjoy whatever gift that you get them. Movie lovers, they just love to be entertained. They love to enjoy the content. So, you know, enjoy yourself this holiday season. Get your loved one a great gift. And I really hope that this video helped you out in deciding what the heck you're going to get for Christmas this holiday season.